liaison. I'm going to hand it off to my colleague, Himanshi Vyas, who works in our Air Protection Division and is the subject matter expert on this issue.
Thank you.
Different. This particular company is a Danish corporation that has one other plant in the United States that was constructed in Mississippi, which has generally the same technology, is producing the same materials, using the same feedstock, and will have the same or similar air quality pollution as the one in Mississippi.
He may be asking, Mr. Higgins may be asking, what is the ambient levels of these pollutants compared to the levels that Rockwool may emit?
Okay, so I would not be able to address that specifically.
This is a question for the gentleman from the EPA. We have, as I understand it, one monitoring station in Loudoun County, and that's in Ashburn. Is there any possibility that by the time any pollution produced by this facility reached the Ashburn monitoring station, it would have been dispersed? And the second question related is, could there be an additional risk to Western Loudoun that does not materialize in Ashburn because of the distance?
That's a very specific question, so I would not feel comfortable addressing very specifically, considering I would not even know right now where that particular monitor is, where it is situated compared to the local geography, and how the pollution plume might, come down.
And then for the factory that's already in existence in Mississippi, did they do recording of, say, the ambient levels prior to the factory being open, and then doing studies after the factory opened, and then did the numbers, do we know if the numbers have changed or anything?
I could not tell you right now. Yeah, I would have to get back to you on that.
Yeah, if you can please.
All right, so I have a couple of questions. Do we know the plant in Mississippi, how close it is to homes? I'm going to ask lots of questions. I need a fast answer. Do we know how close it is to homes?
We don't have that available.
You do not have that available. Okay. I was told that the standards administration to administration don't really change for environmental standards, but the enforcement of those standards and how rigorously they are enforced can change administration to administration. Is that true? You need to put your light. You're shaking your head. I need a light.
And we're not prepared to answer that.
You're not prepared to answer that. Okay. All right. The information that's given to the West Virginia Department of DEP regarding Rockwool, is that information given to them from Rockwool itself?
Yes.
So the information that they receive will be given from Rockwool. And is that's yes? Okay.
Yes.
How often will DEP from West Virginia go out, and will they ever do unannounced visits? Will they ever do visits that they don't expect to go out and make sure that what Rockwool is saying is happening? The particulate matters and the numbers are actually happening.
So they have a memorandum of understanding with EPA Region 3 to conduct full compliance investigations of all major.
Does that mean they will go out sometime
sources.
Unannounced?
That is that I cannot answer to.
So right now, what we know is that whatever numbers they're receiving are numbers that Rockwool will give.
Yes.
Okay. That's unsettling. Is it ever possible to have, and this is a question because I have no idea, this is not my area of expertise, to have an equipment failure or equipment malfunction to such a degree that it could discharge, even for a short period of time, more chemicals than hazardous chemicals? Is that possible? In the realm of reality?
That is possible, but it's not allowed, so they would be violating
Well, a
that
malfunction
permit.
wouldn't be allowed. That's why it's a malfunction.
But then they would be liable for.
It would be liable, but it could happen.
Right.
Okay, all right.